Images are on your screens right now from Delhi's Rouse Avenue court, where Arvind Kejriwal could be taken out to Tihar jail. You can see the kind of security being deployed, truck after truck, vehicle after vehicle, making its way out of the Rouse Avenue court. We're not sure just yet if Arvind Kejriwal is seated in any of these vehicles, but you can see a whole lot of movement right now at the Delhi Rouse Avenue court. It was just a few hours ago at this court that Arvind Kejriwal was remanded to judicial custody, which means effectively he is no longer going to be in the ED office but be taken to Tihar jail. The kind of security there is unprecedented, and for obvious reasons, because there is a fear that AAP supporters could gather there to show their solidarity with Arvind Kejriwal. He's now going to be for the next 15 days in Tihar jail, and these are live images that we're showing to you from the Rouse Avenue court of a whole lot of security movement currently. There's going to be a large convoy as it makes its way from the Rouse Avenue court to Tihar jail. For the last few hours, you've been seeing all legal formalities being taken care of, and along with that, security arrangements being made along the entire stretch. Srishti Ojha is joining us with more details on this. Srishti, can you confirm for us if Arvind Kejriwal has been taken out of Rouse Avenue court and is heading towards Tihar?
Well, yes, Akshada, Arvind Kejriwal just minutes ago was taken out from Delhi's Rouse Avenue court, will now be taken to Tihar jail since he has been remanded to judicial custody till 15th April. The order was passed around 3 hours back when the court had passed an order on ED application seeking 15 days judicial custody for Arvind Kejriwal. 3 hours later, he was waiting the official order to be passed. We've been told by our court sources that an email with the court's order was sent to the Enforcement Directorate. The formalities were then completed, and thereafter, Mr. Kejriwal has now been taken from Delhi's Rouse Avenue court to Tihar jail. Back to you.
All right, Srishti, getting us that update. In that blue van, it seems, Arvind Kejriwal was seated and is currently on his way to Tihar jail, being escorted by huge Delhi police convoy as well. You can see that the shutters are all down, so you couldn't catch a glimpse of Arvind Kejriwal in the court when he was asked particularly about the fact that he is now remanded to judicial custody. He didn't really give any answers. Only before making his way inside the courtroom, he said that the Prime Minister's actions are not good for the nation. That was a message that came in from Arvind Kejriwal. But as Srishti also pointed out for us, the last 3 hours have passed through with all the legal formalities being taken care of, the order officially being sent across, and now Arvind Kejriwal, as we speak, is being taken to Tihar jail. We'll get our reporters up from Tihar in just a bit as well. But Srishti, take us through what you witnessed in court. Arvind Kejriwal was there. Unlike last time, he didn't really seek to speak in court. It was very quick, the proceedings really. In a matter of 15 minutes, an order was passed of judicial custody.
Well, yes, definitely, Akshata. One reason why the hearing was also not very long today was the fact that Enforcement Directorate didn't really seek for further police custody of Arvind Kejriwal. All they thought was for Arvind Kejriwal to be sent to judicial custody. The difference being that during police custody, he was directly under Enforcement Directorate's custody, and now, once he's been transferred to judicial custody, he's technically, legally speaking, he's in the custody of the magistrate, the court, which is hearing the matter. So, however, the Enforcement Directorate did tell court today that Arvind Kejriwal has not been cooperating with the investigation at all, which is why Enforcement Directorate might seek further police custody of Arvind Kejriwal later during the investigation. They've clarified it that just because they've sought judicial custody today does not mean that ED does not have the right to seek further remand or further police custody of Arvind Kejriwal later as the investigation progresses. According to them, Arvind Kejriwal has been giving evasive replies. He's been deflecting. In fact, his statements have been contradicting the statements that have been made by other leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party itself. According to Enforcement Directorate, while talking about the alleged non-cooperation by the Chief Minister, ED also said that he's not been sharing the passwords of the digital devices which they need to check, which has important evidence related to the case. He's not been sharing those passwords. He's not been giving the phones. So basically, according to ED, Arvind Kejriwal has not cooperated with the investigation and also deliberately tried to mislead the investigation. They pointed out Vijay Nair, who was one of the main accused in this case. According to ED, Arvind Kejriwal has in his statement claimed that Vijay Nair did not report to him, but reported to other Aam Aadmi Party leaders, Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj. Why the statement becomes relevant here is because this is the first time we have seen Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj's name come in.
But also important to highlight the context as you did just now, Srishti, which is that Arvind Kejriwal said, I've never spoken much to Vijay Nair. It was Atishi who was largely in touch with Vijay Nair. The Vijay Nair would report to her. So that in no way really indicts them in this case, just that he's mentioned their name, and this is what ED has said.